normally start my video saying evening all, but it's the morning, and here I am, outside fishing in daytime, which is unique for me, but also not fishing in sunny Dorset. I'm fishing in even sunnier Somerset, and I'm fishing the Bristol Channel. It's a big boy beach. A bit scared. Got my mum on standby just in case. But no, super excited about this. Got my mate Minehead next to me. He's guiding me today. So he's brought me to this mark here where we're going to hopefully latch into some rays. The reason why we came here is because it's blowing an absolute hoolie. We were thinking, both got day off, let's go hit Chesil. But 30 mile an hour in your face, didn't particularly fancy that. So obviously the Somerset coast of the Bristol Channel is facing the other way, so our wind straight overhead. So you can see by the, well, I mean they call this the sea or the water. I mean it's chocolate. It's the brownest thing I've ever seen. No, seriously. It's a nice sheltered location, this one. Venturing outside my nice, shallow, sandy beaches of Dorset. 11 metre tide today. 11 metres. If I go down the South Bun and add up an entire week's worth of tides, it comes to about 11 metres. This could be a little bit of a, I don't know, set me up to fail type mission, this one. Because we literally hastily threw this trip together last night, so I've had no chance to sort of sort any of my gear into channel gear. So I've just got what I normally use at home. Probably not ideal. Ideally, I'd have come up with a little bit of probably heavier line on my reels and things like that. But I've come with home gear. Wayne's on his sort of two-piece stiffer rods, multipliers, that sort of thing. I'm on my Conti rods and fixed spools. I've also got some bar rigs made up, which, don't know if they're going to be ideal or not. It's rocky, it's snaggy. Long snood trailing below the lead. Yeah, a bit of an experiment on that one. But I have actually just grabbed some gear from the shop to make up a few pulley rigs, which is probably the sensible rig here. But it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see how I actually get on with my sort of lighter gear. So I'm going to set this one up just as I would fish a rays at home, really. So just a bit of a sandhill squid wrap on a pennel with a circle at the top. And then I shall follow Wayne's advice as we go along and adapt and improvise as we see fit. It's going to be good. A little bit of learning experience for me, which I look forward to. It is roasting. I mean, honestly, I left home this morning at about 6:30. It was windy, raining, cold, it was miserable. So I put on 17 layers. And by the time, the first thing I did as soon as we got to the mark was strip off naked and lose a load of layers. Absolutely stunning day. I haven't even got my pink beanie hat on. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's my lucky hat. So Wayne's filming as well. So it'll be interesting to see how his video comes out. He fishes all the time, so it's not really an experimental session for him. Anybody who's not watched Wayne's videos, check out The Shore Hunter. Great content, great guy. Loads to learn. Right, let's get the first bait in the water, see how we go. Well, first cast in the water, rod on the rod rest. I think I'm going to move down already. It's energetic fishing. Southbourne's not like this. I should have a deck chair. Ice cream. Put my feet up. So alongside the sandhill and squid, I've got some more of these. Anybody who watched my Hordle Cliffs video the other day, catching those enormous rays and that huge personal best bullhuss, you'll have seen me use the anchovies. I don't know why I always have to open that mouth, I just find it so impressive. It's huge. Anyway, dying to give these a go up here. One of the main differences, obviously, from here to back home is the water is absolutely chocolate, whereas I fish in a lot of clear waters. So I'm thinking something as oily, bloody smelly like that, it's got to work, right? We shall give it a go. Got myself a simple pulley rig. Ever so simple to knock up real quick. That, or those, should I say, are 4.0 hooks. Now, I didn't actually know hooks came that big. I had to do some research when Wayne said, get you some 4.0s. Obviously, I'm joking. But I very, very, very rarely use over a 2.0 at home. But thinking maybe I just need to step up the bait size a little bit. Not really because of the size of the fish, but the scent in the water, perhaps. Anyway, I'm not a big fan of big baits, especially for rays. I never have been. So even my idea of stepping up is probably going to be a dart smaller than a lot of people's sort of standard baits. But we shall see. We shall still get on. I'm quite surprised at the lack of tide. I thought with this sort of size of tide and how much it's dropped and moved already, I thought that'd be hooped over and singing. So that's my first thing I've learnt. Ever so comfortable to fish with a 170 grip. Oh, and I've got a bite. What do you know? You've been out there 5 minutes. Or have I? You know when you catch your rod at the corner of your eye, every time you think, that's a bite, and you look at it, then it doesn't move. So you look away, and it goes again, you're up, so you look again. You do this whole stupid sketch in your head. Anyway, let's get this other rod set up. If you guys see anything, just give me a shout. Just notice what's causing my bite on that blue rod. It's just a bit of weed hung over the line, just bouncing up and down in the water. I would imagine with the sort of fish we're fishing for in this sort of state tide, you'll know if it's a bite or not. There's me getting all excited about the rod tip doing this. Behave, Thomas. There we are, guys. The legend himself. You are my guiding star today because you're guiding and you're a star of YouTube. See what I've done there?
I don't think you're right there. I'm not a legend. I am a guide.
I think.
Well, I'm a coach. Am I a star? It depends who you are. But no, we get on well, don't we? We help each other.
Absolutely, yeah. Love fishing with you because we're very, very similar.
Yeah.
We have a childish sense of enjoyment of fishing, which is important. If I ever get bored of fishing, please shoot me.
No. Yeah, we won't. So that's why we mix it up. And we like to go to different venues because I fish with Tom a lot along the south coast. And I've seen you today in a different light. You are literally, you're quite, when you get out your car, you're off anyway. But today, you're like, whoa, like a child.
I was excited.
Yeah.
Actually, when we bumped into a couple of anglers in the car park, didn't we? Get the gear out. And one of them was like, yeah, I was here yesterday. And how many rays did he have?
I don't know. I was bagging up,
He had a double-figure small eye, didn't he?
Yeah.
And plenty backups as well. And that was me. I was gone. I was on it. I was like, what? Meet you there, Wayne?
No, you even dropped in. When I go with people that are slower, I normally meet him at the mark. That was a bit of a dig, wasn't it? No, but as I was explaining to Tom, on a mark like this, you can get here 3 or 4 hours before because you can fish onto the sand, but it's probably best to fish about an hour down and free up. Okay. So because you've travelled all the way.
So you get that. I mean, I always say, wherever I am in the world, country, slim it down a little bit, hour after low is a feeding time for nearly everything, isn't it?
Yeah, rays especially.
Rays, plaice, things like that. And that seems to be the case here, and this couldn't be any more different to where I'm normally fishing on the south coast, could it? No. One lovely firm sand, which is beautiful to fish on, beautiful to set up and beautiful to cast on, but you have got to walk over 50 yards or so of ankle-breaking boulders. Yeah. So if you do come down here, just bear that in mind. Would you ever fish here at high, sort of up the top of the beach?
You can do, but then it comes into, you've got to be able to cast.
Okay, yep.
And
that's why he didn't bring me high, obviously.
No, we're fishing high, aren't we?
Yeah, well, we are later.
We might do. We'll see how it goes, yeah. But yeah, you can. But what happens is the further up you get, when you're winding in fish, especially when the tide's running either right or left, it can push your fish into the rocks. And if you get weed, but if you use rotten bottoms, you should be all right. But sometimes it's just the hooks that get caught, and you can lose a bit of kit. But if you're going to fish a tide down, then you can always collect your kit. But you might tether fish up, so
Okay.
it's best hour and a half down, 3 hours up. It's a prime time.
Sounds good to me. And to be fair, that fits into I like sort of 3-4 hour sessions.
Yeah, you'll be tired.
I don't have the stamina for 12 hours, you know.
No, you'll be all right, mate. You're good. But we're going to have a go, aren't we? We've got the chance.
I'm really looking forward to this. Dead excited. We're both on our first casts. So you reckon it's going to be quiet for the first hour or something?
Yeah.
And then he guarantees a fish a bung,
Yeah.
nothing smaller than 12 pounds. Is that right?
March. Remember, we could
Doggy?
get... Oh, yeah, we might get hassled by dogfish.
Do you know what? That's fine.
Yeah.
Because I live in an area where, a bumper dogfish session is full.
Yeah.
Okay, so, do you get bullhuss here? Because I'm a bullhuss expert.
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch my video the other day?
No, you sent me a picture of it.
Now I'm a bullhuss expert.
Big in the game.
I'm expecting to... I'd love to smash my PB. So if I can get one of around the £1.8 mark, that would do that nicely.
You'd want it a little bit more rough than this for a bullhuss, and possibly at night, and maybe a little bit further down, but it's a Bristol Channel.
I knew all that because I'm a bullhuss expert.
You were telling me, weren't you?
Playing me down, mate.
Yeah.
He's just reading out the script that I wrote him earlier. Let's do this.
Right. Cheers.
Right. 20 minutes has passed. Trying to retrieve my first ever Minehead Bristol Channel cast. And I caught nothing. There we go. Nothing on my first cast, but that's okay. Things can only get better, as D. Ream once said. And that's now going to be stuck in my head for the rest of the day. Well, Wayne to the left of me just had a doggy, and the gentleman to the right of me who just had a doggy has also just had a ray. A sort of a modest ray. A little thorny by the looks of it. Wayne is shouting thorny at me. So things are up. Things are on the up. I say things are on the up. Sounds like a video for hours. I'm on my second cast. So I better pull my finger out, get another rig baited. Put some effort in. The weather has changed. It is no longer baking sunshine. I'm going to have to put my hoodie back on, which is very sad. There we go, guys, my first ever Bristol Channel fish. How lucky is that? It's a dogfish. Apparently they're rare as rocking horse around here. Interestingly, just past a field of rocking horse over there. Loads of them around. Well, another doggy. Little one this time. It's been pretty much the story of the first hour or so, really. I think Wayne's had 3, I've had a couple, the guys next to me have had a couple. But that ray the guy next to me caught was actually a spotty, which is quite exciting. I don't want any thornies. Get plenty of small lines at home, but I love a spotty. So fair play to him. Right, let's get this one back quickly, get another bait in the water. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. First non-dogfish of the session. Bagged myself a spotty. Well happy with that. Caught that all by myself, with my own rig and my own cast.
Anyone seen a spotted ray?
Oh, all right.
I've just caught a spotted ray and put it in the puddle. Have you had one? On my rig?
Busted. That's the worst comedy sketch ever. Wayne caught a spotty, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry.
That is a male, by the way.
Check the gonads out.
So there you go. That's a beautiful little fish. You may be thinking, that's a small ray. But for a spotted...
No, they are a small ray. They are the smallest of our rays.
Yeah, but a specimen, I believe, £3. £3 around here.
Is it?
Yeah, whereas everything else is like a thornback's £10, and so it is actually a beautiful fish.
Yeah.
And it's one of our target species.
Go on then, spotties or blondes? So spotties are spotted.
Yeah.
But so are blondes. Blondes are spotted, so people get a bit confused.
Yeah.
If the spots go all the way to the very edge of the wing, it's a blonde. If they stop short of the edge of the wing, like this, it's a spotty. Spotties also have these 2 little bullseyes here and here.
Yeah.
Which isn't sort of definite, but yeah, put some more.
Put it back in the water.
Because sometimes the blondes can have little marks like that as well. But the spots tend to be a little bit bigger on a spotty than a blonde. But yeah, look for the spots right to the edge of the wing for a blonde, and if they stop about an inch or so short, that's your target. You're on the target.
Well,
I better pull my finger out, haven't I?
It's quite nice for me because I bring it. I know I'd prefer if you caught it.
Well, I'm just removing all the dogfish out of your way for you.
You're the warden.
The warden, yes, I got my dog whistle.
And they got spikes.
Yeah, we're both bleeding.
But we hatched a plan, and it's working so far. We've just got to get you into one, yeah?
Yeah, we've just started, haven't we? Just started, what, half hour into what you said was going to be the best bit?
Yeah, so let's get fishing.
Result.
Keep going.
So Wayne had his ray on the anchovy. So I'm going to load up this panel. Anchovy and squid. Been catching plenty of dogs on it, but catch plenty of dogs on anything, couldn't you? Now that doggy. Loads of the things. Never mind, catching fish. Definitely picked up, the tide just turned, so we're just on the first little bit of flood, which is always a fishy time wherever you go. And it's now reasonably quick, sort of fast and frantic action, but mostly dogs. We've seen 2 rays, so give me confidence. It's a double dog! Damn it! Just got mega slack on that one. I was just reeling in, my line just dropped by my feet.
You're getting rain now.
I really thought that was a grey, guys. Double dog on the panel.
That has fooled a lot of people before, hasn't it?
Welcome to Bristol Channel, yeah?
The catching fish show.
Oh yeah, and it's literally one every 5-10 minutes now. It's great.
Keep going.
Woo. When will I ever learn? I even made the fatal mistake of saying, yeah, Ray on, I think. No. 2 dogs on the same panel. Living things. They're rampant out there at the minute. I know the guys who fish the channel all the time probably get absolutely peed off with these things. And maybe in another hour's time, so will I. But having just had the winter we've had, catching fish, I'm enjoying it. On a new venue. Woof woof. Whilst I've been dogging, come to Minehead to do some dogging.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Superman Wayne next to me has had a back-to-back spot. I nearly called them thornbacks then, goodness gracious, Thomas. Back-to-back spotties.
Yeah, there you
both
go.
males.
Yeah, nice.
2 and 2 casts.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, my first non-dog fish of the day. Yeah. Not exactly an exciting... Well, no, I'm excited about it. It's not a prize fish.
Bait.
But...
Sorry, it could be. Did I say that out loud?
It's not bait.
It's lucky
It's not.
going
These are
back.
one of my favourite things. It really is. It's a 3-bearded rockling, okay? Not a 5-beard, not a shore rockling. It's a 3-beard. We can count the beards. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, go on, you go fish. You go. Whilst I talk about my slug. But I haven't had one of these for years. So I'm really excited. It's a really small version of a 3-bearded rockling, but it's just lovely to see. And despite what Wayne says, it is going back. It is not bait. Well, we just had a bonkers hour fishing there. Just as the flood started in earnest, quite a strong pull. It just went mad. It was just as soon as the bait was in the water, it was fish. Unfortunately for me, it's been dog. But Wayne had those 2 spotted, and he just had a lovely small line, guessing somewhere around the sort of 7 poundish, something like that mark. But yeah, lovely fish. But it just goes to show, doesn't it? I'm not doing anything different to him. Same bait, same rig, same distance, that sort of thing. He's had 3 rays and I've had none. He hasn't had a rockling though, so I guess in the grand scheme of things, I'm winning. I'm sure he'll agree with that as well. All those times that I've said, I don't mind catching dogs, I'm starting to wear a little bit thin, if I'm honest. You guys have a lot of dogs up here, don't you? I have lost count. Right, first a beer. That's a good strong pull. I'm mildly convinced this isn't a dog. The ray expert Wayne is thrashing me today. He's come along. Moral support. It's only been out there for about 3 minutes, just gone.
Yeah, I'd say that one's broken you out and gone down tide.
Just stopped. Got a bit static actually.
So,
It was definitely pulling, wasn't it?
yeah. There you go. He's on there.
Reckon?
Yeah, look. Slacking you off.
Okay.
Go on.
Come on then. Let's give it a
We
go.
got it. We got it.
We got this.
I got my school bag on.
Oh, yes.
He's slacking you off, yeah. Yeah?
No.
Is it?
It's a dog.
No, it can't be. It's not. It's not a dog. It's not.
Oh,
It's a small-eyed or a spotted. You might hear that.
it's a ray. It's
got-
surfaced.
It is a ray. I told you. Yes, I told you.
You did. All right. Wayne knows.
Woohoo!
Oh, Mr. Negative here. No, it's a dog.
Yeah, nice. Well done, Tom. I reckon it's a small-eyed. Scrapping that. It's gotta be a spotted.
Nah, come on. I have professional levels of milking it when it comes to fish.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an angry spotted. I'll stay back here. As you can see, everyone, the water's coming in now at some knots. Yes. Oh, I reckon it's a small-eyed. Well done, mate. I know you catch small-eyed at home, but that's...
Oh no, today I'm so relieved it's not a dog.
Well done, mate.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That, species-wise, is called not a dog.
Yeah, nice one, mate. That's a nice fish.
Small-eyed. I know I get lots of small-eyes at home, but I'm really, really happy to bag this one today because it's been a hard work few hours, isn't it, getting through them dogs. It's been phenomenal.
Yeah, I know.
Very, very happy.
Totally different bite, though, wouldn't it? You know a ray bite.
I was being really negative, wasn't I? But
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's a doggy, but
That's a female.
heavy one. Really,
Yeah, it's a nice
I think
fish.
Pursed up, so
Yeah.
get back quick. But I'm just going to say, Wayne had those 3 rays, and he very, very, very kindly. It's what difference between good friends and real friends is he let me jump onto his spot. He moved to 50 yards to his left. I jumped on his spot, first cast.
That's all right.
There you go.
It's all about the angler.
Can I say, guys, I am absolutely pooped. We've been forced right up onto the rocks now by the tide, so that means time to pack up and go. It's been fascinating. It really has. Kind of a combination of everything I expected it to be, and a whole bunch of stuff I really didn't expect it to be. The fishing in terms of the tide and the leads you need and the gear you need and that sort of thing was much easier than I was expecting. There was a 1 hour window of tide on the early flood which pulled hard, and that also coincided with mental dogfish fishing. It was a case of you chuck it out as quickly as you can bait a second rig, bring it in, dog on. I was caught a couple of double shots of dogs on the pennels and all sorts. I didn't do a lot of filming in that time because I was getting in the right state. What I should have done, if I was vaguely intelligent, would have been cut down to 1 rod. That would have been far more sensible, so I'll do that next time. And the session for me was saved right at the end there with a lovely small-eyed, female small-eyed. I know I get a lot of small-eyes at home. It would have been nice to have picked up a blonde or a spotty, but really pleased with that. She was a heavy fish, nothing massive. She wasn't a double or anything like that, but she was a good heavy fish. Scrapped well, came up onto the surface and did a good flap around. I got excited like a child. Wayne was really pleased I caught it. Yeah, so 1 million dogfish, a 3-bearded rockling, which I was also really happy with, and a big female small-eyed. Happy for that. Let's get my last rod in and retreat before I drown, I think. Catch you guys in a bit.